Hi guys, so this video is going to be a testing natural collection makeup look, as you can tell from the title down below, and boy did you guys want to see this video. This video has been so requested since all my other like testing Primark, Poundland, New Look. Have I done any others? I'm not sure I've done any others. You guys have requested so much that I do natural collection, so I finally got around to doing it. I'm pretty sure I've had all of this stuff since before I went to Centre Parks, which was like not this weekend that's just gone, but the weekend before. So I've had this stuff for a while. I just haven't got around to filming the video because I've been so busy, but I finally sat down today to film it for you guys. Also, if you guys are new to my channel, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button down below. Also, if you're interested in following me on social media, they are all just sophdoesnails. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So I'm hoping this stuff has decent coverage because I'm not having the greatest skin day at the moment, but I'm gonna start with the Shine Away foundation, and this is in the lightest shade, which is Porcelain. It looks like it's gonna be too dark for me. Ew, this looks like it's already been opened before. God damn it. I went for the Shine Away foundation because I have really oily skin and I wanted to see if it actually worked. It says on the back, medium cover foundation to help reduce skin shine, suitable for oily skin, fragrance free and dermatologically tested. So yeah, the colour is definitely too dark for me. It's not blending in very well. I'm not sure how well it's picking up on camera, but I'll do a little close-up once I finish blending this in. Okay, so it did claim to be medium coverage. I would say this is definitely more of a light coverage foundation. You can still see pretty much like everything. Oh, there's light in my eye. And it's definitely quite patchy. I mean, I wasn't expecting too much from it because I think it was like $1.99. But if I just do a little close-up, this is going to be so way too close, but can you see it's kind of like clung to patches around my chin and just in general like around my nose and stuff. It's like clung to patches here, and yeah, it's not really like sitting that well on my skin. It's not very like smooth looking, but to be honest, for twice the price of the Poundland foundation, this is like 5 times better than that one. So I then have the Cover Up stick in the shade Fair, and this is just a classic kind of stick concealer. So I've tried lots of these in these types of videos, so I'm just gonna put this under my eyes in triangle shapes and onto my blemishes, and I have quite a few at the moment. Oh! It broke. Why does this happen to me? I think it's because it's a really hot day today. It looks like it's kind of melted. It's literally just like, what? It's not even like snapped. It just like clean up, kind of come out. Okay, so the consistency of it feels quite similar to the Primark one. It's quite thick. Let's see how well it blends out. Actually, it's not blending out too badly. Again, this one is definitely better than the Poundland one. It's got a better coverage than the Poundland one and a better consistency. It does feel quite oily though. Like it feels like it's just kind of like sitting on top of my skin. It doesn't really feel like it's actually gonna stay there for very long. It's definitely clinging to the pores around my nose. It kind of, to me, looks like I've had my makeup on for like 5 hours already and it's like separated on my face. Okay, so that concealer definitely isn't my favourite, but then to be honest, again, like what can you expect for like $1.99? So I'm gonna move on to powder, and I got their loose powder because I do like my loose powders, and this is in neutral translucent. Oh, I've got hair stuck to my face. I think this powder might be a bit too dark for me, but let's give it a whirl. Okay, so this definitely looks like it's gonna be too orange. It kind of looks like a peachy colour, but I guess I just gotta put it on my face and see how we go. Okay, so this powder is definitely too dark for me. I don't really know how well you can tell, but where I just put it on here, it looks kind of orangey. Then again, I am super pale, so maybe this would work for somebody that's a bit darker than I am. I mean, I think that powder would be fine if you had a slightly more like tanned complexion than me. I don't think they had any bronzers. There was a reason why I didn't get a bronzer. Either they didn't have them or they sold out, or they only had like the complete wrong colours, so I didn't get a bronzer. But I think what I'm going to do for my contouring, actually no, this is probably way too risky. I was going to say that I would use this eyeshadow, but this is like dark brown. I'm gonna dip it in this very slightly. I literally just tapped it in a tiny bit. Okay, so I probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well, let's move on. So I got this highlight stick, which I was really interested in because obviously I love highlight. When I used to buy natural collection makeup when I was like 12, they definitely didn't have these. This is in Rose Glow. Okay, so this is what it looks like on my hand. It looks promising. I think I'm going to apply it with my finger and like warm it up on my finger first, because I feel like if I just draw this on my face, it's gonna go terribly wrong. Okay, that's actually really pretty. I'm not normally a fan of like cream highlighting products because I don't tend to work well with them, like they just don't tend to work well on my skin, but this is actually giving quite a nice like little subtle glow. I have two like blindingly bright soft boxes, which is why my highlight always looks so intense, but no, I actually quite like this. It takes a while to kind of build it up. I'm gonna see what this does. I'm gonna put a bit on my Cupid's bow and a little bit down my nose. Yeah, I think if you're doing this, you have to kind of pat it rather than rub it, because if you rub it, it will just like rub off your makeup underneath. Oh god damn it, I forgot to do blush. The blush that I bought is in the shade Peach Melba, and I swear I heard stuff about this like years ago on YouTube, and I should have done this before my highlight. That is a really pretty colour. I really like this blush so far. It's a matte blush, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to move on to my brows, and the two products that I have here are not actually brow products. What I was quite disappointed in is that Natural Collection only have two shades of brow products. They have like a super dark brown and then like a medium brown. They didn't have any kind of blonde brow products at all. So I've got two different things here. One of them is a duo eyeshadow in the shade Mink/Sable, and I've had this for at least 5 years, but I think I'm also going to mix it with a bit of the eyeshadow that I bought, and this is in Crushed Walnut. Okay, this isn't really doing much, is it? Oh man, it's got a lot of fallout. I guess I wouldn't recommend that for eyebrows. It's a bit too light and it's very fallouty, so I'm gonna use Crushed Walnut. Word of warning, my brows are gonna be very bold because this is a very dark brown colour. I actually don't mind the colour of this, like it's not that warm toned, which is good. Okay, so these brows are a lot bolder and darker than I would normally go for, but to be honest, I think if you had darker hair than me, then this would actually be pretty good for filling in your brows. Yeah, I think if you're looking for like a brown eyebrow product, then this is actually a pretty good one, even though it's an eyeshadow. Okay, so for my eyes, I have two eyeshadows. I have the one that I just used on my brows, and then I have this one in White Opal, and I swatched this in the store, and I thought this was going to be a dupe for Jeffree Star Ice Cold, so I got so excited. I bought this as an eyeshadow, and I'm also going to top up my highlighter a bit with this because it's such a gorgeous colour. Like, it's like a reflecty gold colour and it's so pigmented, and I really like this so far, so I'm just going to add a bit of this to my cheekbones because why not? A lot of people ask me like how I get my highlight to look so glowy, and a lot of the time it's because it reflects really well off these bright lights. So I'm just going to pack this colour all over my eyeball because I love it. Okay, so on my eyeball it doesn't look as intense as it did on my hand. I'm just putting that on my inner corner as well. Maybe I should use my finger. Let's try using my finger. Okay, look, as soon as you use your finger, it's a lot more pigmented. Okay, so I'm then just going back to this little duo, and I'm going to take the brown colour again from this, and I'm just going to pop this through my crease. This isn't really giving me much colour at all. So I'm then obviously going in with the Crushed Walnut shade again, and I have high hopes for this because it worked well on my brows, so please be pigmented. Okay, so this isn't bad. I mean, obviously it's not as pigmented as like other eyeshadows that I've used, but I think if you are kind of just getting started with makeup, you don't need something to be crazy pigmented. So I'm just running this along my lower lash line as well. Okay, so they didn't have any liquid eyeliners. What I'm actually going to do is take the brown eyeshadow again, which is like the multitasker product of this makeup tutorial, and I'm going to spray a eyeliner brush with a bit of setting spray. You could just dip it in water, but I don't have a glass of water to hand, so I'm just going to spray my brush and then try and not drop stuff on the floor. I'm just going to dip this into the eyeshadow and see if I can give myself a winged liner with this. I don't really know why I thought this was a good idea, but let's just see what happens. Oh, that fell on my toe. I thought I might be able to give myself a nice brown winged liner, but this is just not happening. It's going really lumpy. Right, so I'm gonna do the other eye and then I'll be back. So yeah, like I said, I I would just buy an eyeliner. So now I'm moving on to mascara. The mascara that I got is the Lash Build mascara in black, and I used to buy these Natural Collection mascaras all the time. I used to wear them like all the time to school and stuff, but I honestly don't remember what they're like, so I'm quite excited to try this one. Oh great. Okay, so far this mascara is definitely better than the Poundland one I tried. I think this is only $2.99, which is pretty decent if you ask me. I think if you wanted to get a dramatic lash look like I normally go for, you have to build this up in quite a few coats. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, but first I've got to clean up this mess that I made. So as you can see from like one coat, it is making them black, but that's all it's really doing. It's not really giving me any volume or length, so I'm gonna keep wiggling at the base and see what I can do. I'm on to about my 4th coat of mascara now. Okay, so 5 coats later, and for $2.99, I think that did a pretty good job. I mean, it's definitely buildable. I managed to build it up. It's only £2. I think if you're looking for a natural looking mascara, then yeah, sure, try it, go for it. This is what it looks like after about 5 coats. The final stage of this look is lipstick, and the lipstick that I got is the Moisture Shine lipstick in the shade Fig Leaf, and I used to buy these lipsticks all the time too. My first 2 lipsticks were from Natural Collection. They were in the most pale, pinky nude colours ever, and it was around the time where concealer lips was like a thing. I used to actually put concealer on my lips because I thought it looked good, and I used to wear lipsticks that were like lighter than my skin, if that's even possible, and I used to buy them from Natural Collection because they're only £1.99. But this colour did catch my eye. It's a kind of browny nude colour, and I thought it looked really pretty. From what I remember, yeah, these are quite kind of sheer lipsticks, but I'm gonna give this a go, see what it looks like. Okay, that's actually quite a pale nude. I was expecting it to be a darker nude than this. I don't know, just from like the tube, I thought it was going to be like a brown colour. I feel like this nude colour is a very pretty nude colour. It's pretty glossy. It does feel very moisturising. The only thing I would say, it is quite kind of slippery, and I feel like it wouldn't last very long, but it's only £1.99. Yeah, it definitely feels very moisturising. I mean, it's a really pretty nude colour. I'm not too sure if I'd wear it because I'm into more like dark nudes, but yeah, I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. Right, so I think that is this makeup look complete. This is what it looks like. What do you guys think? I think I'm actually pretty impressed. Considering when I first put the foundation on, it looked really bad. I feel like once I'd added the concealer and the powder, it actually honestly doesn't look that bad. Most of the stuff by Natural Collection is $1.99, so it's a very affordable brand, and I think if you are just getting into makeup, you want to try stuff without like splashing loads of money on like Urban Decay and MAC and whatever, then sure, give it a try. I mean, it's pretty decent. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little testing Natural Collection makeup video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know down below what your favourite product out of this whole look is. To be honest, I think my favourite product is probably the highlighting stick. I think it did a pretty good job, but like obviously if any of this stuff works for you that didn't work for me, then that's amazing, and I'm so jealous that it worked for you. So yeah, if you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, then press the little subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Hi guys, so this video is going to be my everyday ultimate summer makeup routine.